So Guilty Gear is getting a battle pass, and it's got me asking the question, is it worth it? The battle pass's arrival, it means a lot for Guilty Gear Strive. It means that we're going to get a ton of content throughout the year compared to just waiting for our characters and stages. We're going to get costumes, accessories, battle skins, all that type of stuff. Having more stuff to do throughout the year is definitely a little bit better to deal with the drier spells that the game goes through from time to time. I want to ask, is it worth it? So today, we're going to go through the battle pass, both the free and the money stuff, and talk about, is it worth your cash? Or even the time synced in. Let's get started by talking about the contents. For a battle pass for a fighting game, it actually does stand out with quite a decent bit of things, so that does make me happy from the get-go. That and it actually has costumes for characters, so it's already doing one thing better than Street Fighter. For the free content, you have short stories. I like this being the free content. It being locked behind a paywall would just be stupid. It gives it more filler content to go alongside battle skins and stuff like that. I think it's a great addition, as you have a reason to grind out, because you may like some of these characters and want to hear a bit about them. Either character lore, maybe relationships, you know, stuff like that. It's good to see nice little tidbits here and there. It reminds me of the Xrd story mode back in the day. So as free content, awesome. Great decision. You get stuff for your wanted posters, such as the badge or the skins around the wanted posters, and normally I would think that this is a good thing. However, it's partially not as hype as I thought it would be, because the wanted posters having skins would be great if I could see these wanted posters often. In Street Fighter, you're going to see your opponent's player card every time you fight them because of the whole dynamic, get ready for our next battle, that type of stuff. But the problem here is that in Guilty Gear, you don't see that. You just kind of load, you see your opponent's badges and name, and then that's it. You don't get to see your opponent's wanted poster, despite the fact that it's kind of cool to have this type of customization. It stands out. As much as I do think it's a good inclusion, it's very limited in the places that you'll see it. So I'm not particularly a big fan of this, but it could work in the future if they change some stuff. Digital figure getting all the free stuff is awesome. For the people that love the photo mode, I think that's good. But for me specifically, who loves doing content creation and thumbnails, this is great. People that don't use photo mode, it'd make no sense making them pay for it. So making it free content for the people that use this niche mode for thumbnails or cool posing or whatever, it makes a ton of sense. So for this is free content, I like it. It's good filler content, but I don't think it's enough to make me want to grind the battle pass. One inclusion I think is actually great is the UI battle skins. There's one free UI battle skin within this pass, and it does look pretty good. It's the leather belts, right? It's the thing you recognize Guilty Gear for. Having a customizable UI is very fun. Either you're hosting a stream, hosting a tournament, or anything like that, you have a cool visual flair to add on to it. It does appear that they're actually putting an effort with it, and they're not just lazily throwing stuff about. The UI makes sense, and it's not in the way. I'm a fan. And finally, one of the most realist things that they did is a free item being Saul's slab sword from Holy Order Saul. It looks really cool. I like how they modeled it, and it's great that they're giving accessories for free. Even if it is only one, and it's probably going to be one for every battle pass, it's better than nothing, and it does stand out because it's well modeled. It isn't just thrown on there. Is it like a 2D texture or something? It looks cool, and it's got me hopeful for other characters and the accessories that they could get. And the thing that does suck is some of the filler content for the free battle pass is world dollars. If you're in my position where you played the game a bunch, these world dollars are nothing burgers. I'm sitting on 5 million. I've already fished all the items for figure mode and all that for my thumbnails, and it's like, what am I to do with this? I can't do anything. That's all the free stuff, so now we need to go into the money stuff. This is where you pay money, and we'll talk about the price later on. But here we go, getting us started. Alternate colors. This color is a little distracting, if I'm honest. I do think it's a good attempt to doing a neon glowy color, but I'm not a fan of it. I think it's too off. It's hard to tell what the characters are doing at times, but it does look good. It does look visually good. If I was to pose it, it would look awesome. But in game, there needs to be some type of like restriction from seeing it, I would say. Like, oh, if my opponent's rocking a color that is brightly neon, I can turn that off and I'll just see color 1. But for other people, it'd be kind of cool because you might like looking at it, and when you're playing a fighting game, you don't really need to look at your character, you need to look at the opponent's character. So turning off for the opponent would be good because you get to see your cool color, and people that don't care also get to see your cool color. Personally, I prefer if it was green, but you know, blue's cool. Wanted posters do come back up as it's more customization, and you know my problems with that earlier. It's a bit iffy to go for these because you don't see them as often. And the badges you do see, so I do actually like these nice little badges, either being the game covers or characters in gold. Looks cool, but it's really just like a nothing customization. I think it's an alright customization. But positive is a ton of UI skins. There are so many UI skins for characters, and I like this. I hope they do more themings like this in the future, because look at that Golos one. That's selling it to me. Look at the Zato one. That looks really good. I wouldn't be sold on the Battle Pass for the UI skins, but it's something I'd be happy to get. Lastly, the main thing that you'd probably pay money for, customizations for your character. Saul gets the haunted stone slab where his sword is all glowy instead, and I kind of like that, honestly. I like the idea of glowing the sword rather than glowing the character. It looks cool. So for Saul, nice addition, I like it. And for Eno, she gets her costume from the Strive story mode where she goes all evil and omnipotent. It looks good, it's well designed, and it even has animations for it. It isn't just like a costume. Whenever she takes off the glasses, it's like proper flamey now. It's dead cool looking. And she also gets a alternate color for this costume, so Eno's definitely winner out of this one. And that is it for the Battle Pass. And it all comes down to $4 or £5 in the UK, probably making about €6 as well. One thing I almost forgot to mention were the missions. The missions in the Battle Pass aren't that egregious. It's literally just play the game and you'll come across it, and these are the best missions that you want for a Battle Pass. Look at this and I'm like, I can get positive bonus. I can go charge 5D. Honestly, not that bad. With all that content, is it worth it? Free wise, I think it's very nice. There's a lot of stuff in it for free that's actually worth grinding for. For example, the slab, the short stories, and of course the battle UI. The digital figure stuff is nice, but it's not something that I'd go out of my way to get. The wanted posters are neat, but nothing insane. The filler content being the raw dollars is a bit of a miss in my opinion. I think they could have done something else. I don't know what, but like, the world dollars are just like whatever. Stuff that you pay for is very, very interesting. Kind of going with the Grand Blue approach where the stuff that you pay for are going to be costumes for the characters. And I do like this. I think it's worth it if you like these characters. Eno mains are probably ecstatic that they're going to get a high quality skin for £5. I think that's great. And Saul mains are happy that they're getting their sword for free. And the alternate colors are a nice idea. I'm just not a fan of this one in particular because it's very distracting on the eyes. I'd like something to turn off neon colors just for the opponent. In the end, I think the Battle Pass is worth it if it's for your character specifically. For example, this Battle Pass, it doesn't really have any Potemkin stuff, so for me, I look at it like, short stories have no Potemkin stuff, the free content has no Potemkin stuff, but I will get a badge if I spend money for it. £5 for a badge doesn't seem worth it for me, but if I'm someone that's playing Eno or Saul or maybe some of the alternate colors or the battle UIs that are nice, for example if I'm a Golos main, this would be interesting to me. As a first Battle Pass, I kinda like it. I don't think it's anything insane, and I don't think the pricing is egregious sitting at £5. But the thing that does interest me is the Battle Pass itself. It lasts for about a month and 10 days, which is not a lot of time, meaning it's £5 basically every month. That'll add up, 12 months, £5, £60. And is that something that you're willing to spend for costumes for characters that you might not play, or are you someone who's a big fan of the game and you want to support it? This would be a way to go. So in my mind, buy the Battle Pass if it has something that you want. If it doesn't, then maybe not. Or if you're someone that really enjoys the game and wants to support it, absolutely. Again, to prove my point, this Battle Pass is not for me, so I wouldn't buy it. But that's all I've got to say. If you enjoyed today's video, be sure to like, sub, and hype, and tell me what you think about this Battle Pass. Is it worth it, or do you think they could have gone about this in a better way? I'd love to hear, but I'm going to be peacing out, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya, and have a good one.